Hi, guys. Welcome to True Crime and Tarot. So, something really horrible has happened, and I'm going to call it horrible because it pretty much is. So, Candace Wells was apparently catfished on Facebook Messenger. And the channel that did this is. There's some questionability there. But I am going to read these messages to you guys so that you know, and you don't have to give this channel, a lot of attention because I think what they did was wrong. Um, it actually made me feel really sorry for Candace. She talks about, well, let's just get into the messages. We'll just go ahead and get right into the messages. So it starts out with a guy saying, "How are you? I just want you to know you're beautiful. Sorry, I just run across your page. And are you married?" Let me turn my. Hang on a second. These are a little hard to see. And then he asked, "Where are you from?" Candace says, "Tennessee." He said, "Oh, okay. I live in North Carolina, and I was just going through Facebook and run by your page. I am not going to cut out any of their typos. I'm going to read it just as it is." So he says, I'm bugging you." Pretty sure he meant, "I hope I'm not bugging you." But he said, "I just thought you was beautiful." She said, "Thank you." Then the guy says, "You're welcome. Are you married? I would like to meet and take someone out. It been a long time since I went out with someone." Candace replies and says, "My life is very complicated right now." He says, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. A lot of people get a lot of people got a lot going on. This world gone crazy with everything going up these days." Candace says, "My daughter has come up missing 6 months ago, and there is no word." So the guy that's catfishing, or the person that's catfishing her, says, "Oh no, I hate this for you. I can only imagine how you must be feeling right now. I'm sorry, I had no idea. If I did, I would not be hitting on you." Well, isn't that nice of them? Um, then she sends a picture of her in summer. And she says, "This is my daughter, Summer. Me and my daughter, Summer." So the catfisher says, "Oh, y'all are beautiful. She looked just like you." Candace says, "Thank you. I sure miss her like crazy. My life is so messed up. I cry all the time for her." Because she put a bunch of crying faces, so, I cry all the time for her. The catfisher says, "Oh no, is she the one missing?" Like they don't know. Of course they know. Um, the catfisher says, "I hope you find her and God bring her home safe. It's sad the good people get hurt the most." Candace says, "I wish that was possible, but the only thing that ever make me happy is her to come home safe and sound." The catfisher says, "I understand that. I truly am sorry I hit you up at a bad time. I really did not mean anything by it. Hopefully she will come home soon." Candace says, "It's not your fault. I would love to talk to you more," she says. We're about to get into some parts that are, for me personally, they were hard to read because I know that there's a lot of people that don't believe that these are real. I do. I believe these are real, and I believe this is exactly how Candace feels about Don. Um, yeah. Okay. So we'll continue. She said, I would like to talk to you more about anything if you want to." And then she even initiates the conversation. This is December 1st, and she texts this person first. It says, "I have Summer and my three boys, and we are all country. We love to fish and see different places, but I don't feel like doing any of those things anymore. The catfisher says, "Bless your heart, I can understand that. I can't say I know you how you feel, but if I can make your day better, I will try. Any man in your life? Like I said, you're a very beautiful woman. I just don't want to overstep anyone, if you know what I mean. How old are you?" "I'm 45. Candace replies and says, "My kid's dad," meaning that's the guy in her life, "my kid's dad, but he's a dick. And I can't wait to get Summer back and be far away from him. He treats me like shit." And then she replies that she's 39. So he says, that's shitty as hell. You deserve to be with someone good. I hope he don't I hope he don't look at Texas, and it sounds like you need to get away. I hope he don't look at your Texas. Candace replies, "I have my phone where only I get into it. Gotta use my fingerprint." The catfisher says, "Thank God. Why he is like that? He should feel lucky to have you. It's hard to find a good, beautiful woman to cuddle to at night and spend the rest of life with." And Candace says, "He always been like this. I don't know why. I wouldn't even know what cuddle." Hang on a sec. Oops. "I wouldn't even know what cuddle is." She said, "Wow, what a handsome man. I would think you had a lot of women." The catfisher says, "Most women don't want me for me. They just want what I can do for them." Candace replies, "That's sad." The guy said, "I like the fact that you're not a skinny woman. Most women are just skin and bones, not my thing." Candace said, "I weigh 145 pounds. I'm a Taurus as well. That's what I feel like. That is all men want too. When's your birthday?" He said, "Really? Wow. Then I say we got in common." Listen, please, there's a lot of typos here. So carrying on. Catfisher says, "Really? Well, then I say we got in common, and that not what I'm after at all. April the 20th." She said, "Mine's May 3rd. He said, "Wow, I would have never guessed." She said, "Right? You want to hear something cool?" The catfisher said, "Yes, I'd love to." She said, "Me and my mom have the same first name and both birthdays in May. Hers is the first, mine's the third." He said, "Wow, that close? That's amazing. I love Taurus. We are the great people of the world." She said, "Yes, we are." The catfisher said, "We are the bull, but we also earth people." She said, "Yes, it's like I just made steak and peppers and onions. You think he eat? Hell no. He'd rather have fast food. I don't get it." So Candace is saying, "I cooked dinner. He doesn't want it. He just wants fast food. Like, I don't understand." And let me chime in here with this. I'm going to interrupt the reading of this because, as you see, my channel is called True Crime and Tarot, so I can give a lot of insight into astrology, and especially Tauruses. Tauruses love food. If you're a Taurus and you listen to this, go ahead and give an amen because we all know how much you guys love food. They love to cook food. They're foodies. Tauruses are big foodies. So when a Taurus cooks dinner, if you're not going to eat their dinner and you'd rather fast food, that's like a huge insult to them. So anyway, carrying on. She said, "I'm sorry. I don't mean to vent on you." She said, "So how do you feel about the holidays?" He said, "Oh wow, that's crazy. I would love a home cooked meal." He don't know how lucky he is. "And no, you not vent to me. You can talk to me. I want to get to know you." So Candace says, "I've never had a man that really wanted to just talk and get to know me." The catfisher says, "I love the holidays, but to be honest, the holidays are hard on me because I get my kids just for a few days." She said, "I know how that is. I don't have any of mine right now. CPS took the boys after Summer got kidnapped. Yes, I did drink a little and smoke a little weed, but I always made sure my kids had everything before me." So There's a little part skipped here, and then Candace says, I wish I could, but I don't think it would be good by then. I'm not sure what they're talking about because part of this text has been cut out. So then the catfisher says, I'm so sorry for your daughter and boys are going through this. Wish I could take it away from you. She's continuing on with the food. She said, I made spaghetti yesterday and I had to put it in the freezer. 3 bags of it. The catfisher says, because he would not eat it, I love spaghetti. She said, yep, and I can prove it. And then she takes pictures of the bags of spaghetti and posts them. And the catfisher says, you need a new man, one that will truly love you. So then the catfisher says, where do you live? She said, Rogersville, Tennessee. He said, I live in Hickory, North Carolina. I don't think you're that far away. I would have to look it up. So Candace then shows like a map of how far away they are. He said, that's not that far. I love road trips. Do you ever get away from your boyfriend? She said, when he goes to work. And that's it. He like a control geek freak. Says he loves me but doesn't show it. The catfisher says, we can meet up sometime. That would be great. And that's crazy. He controls you. You're a good grown woman. I would show you how good things could be. She said, have you ever been to Gatlinburg, Tennessee? He said, yes, I love that place. So Candace says, but I have to get my babies home first before I leave here. I do too. It's pretty down here, meaning she loves where she lives. And she said, I would love to go there and see the Christmas lights, but Donnie hates Christmas and holidays. So then the catfisher says, I can understand that. I'm sorry you're going through this. I believe you will get everything you want. And yes, I love to meet you after this is over. Are you kidding me? I love to see the lights. Candace says, I would like to meet you sooner than later. The catfisher says, would you really? Oh, you're so sweet. We can do that. I love that. And then he says, by the way, you can ask me anything if you like. I really hope this is you and not your boyfriend. Candace says, I love to meet new people that want to really meet me for real, not fake. My hair is shorter now, and I look like crap because of all the stress in my life. The catfisher says, I'm no fake, which we all know now that's a liar. I wouldn't be reading these texts. But it says, I just was going through Facebook and run by your pictures and thought she's beautiful. Wonder if she's single. Candace says, I don't think I'm very beautiful, but that's me. So the catfisher says, I bet you never look like crap. Just a little secret. I like real women, not the Barbie girls. I'm old fashioned, you could say. So Candace then sends a current picture of herself. You can tell this picture is current because of the length of her hair. So she says, I never wear makeup. That's what I look like now. I have 8 dogs. I love animals. He says, love the flag beside you, which just so you guys know, it is a Confederate flag. He said, 8 dogs. Wow, that's a lot. But I have 1 pit bull that's like a baby. Candace says, it started with a stray and I couldn't let it go hungry and it happened to be a female. I love my flags. So what about you? Catfisher says, I'm a country boy by heart. Believe me, I fight for the thing I love the most. And I love animals. Also, it's hard to turn one away. Candace says, for sure. The catfisher says, I like big trucks and nice homes and boats, which I got all, thank God. Would love to take you out on my boat once it got warmed up again. Candace says, that would be awesome. The catfisher says, it sounds like you need some time away from the world. Candace says, I wish there was a place. The catfisher says, there are. You just found it. Candace says, I hope you are being real and truthful. The catfisher says, I am. Why would I not be? That's the only way to be. I'm just getting to know you. It's pretty sad that somebody would do this to her. I'm not condoning this at all. I am just reading you the texts. Um, so it goes on. Um, Candus starts to talk about. She says yes, but stupid like because he cheated on me. He cheated on me, and I never have with him. He's not a Taurus. He was born in November. And then she says, I wish I knew where my summer was. The catfisher is just blowing her head up and saying a lot of crap that's obviously not true. Because again, if any of it was true, then I wouldn't be reading these messages. So Candace says, I'm wanting to go to Gatlinburg this coming weekend. Maybe we could meet up. The catfisher says, I would like that. I mean that. Candace says, that would be great. So she sends another map and says, what you thinking? He said, I think it would be great to meet you. You got me excited. Candace says, I just want to meet someone that is true. What do you do for a living? My mom asked. He said, I run a construction company. She said, okay, cool. What about sheetrock? He said, I don't know sheetrock. I'm more into building houses and then my crew build them. I can do it all, but I just give out prices and get my crew to go do it. She said, what's your middle name? Just curious. The catfisher says, Alan. She says, I don't like sheetrock, but that's what my kid's dad does, Don. Thought Don was a spackler. But anyway, so the catfisher says, no, there are enough money in it. No, there's not enough money in it. And it's about a 3-day process once you start. Candace says, I'm going to Gatlinburg, Tennessee this coming up weekend. I hope we can meet. The catfisher says, the company I own, we mostly just do the foundation of framing. Candace says, okay, I have to see the lights. The catfisher says, let's do it. Please don't get me involved in BS with your boyfriend. I live a life without drama. Candace says, he's not going to be anywhere around. And I'm wondering, I don't think Dom was around a lot. What do you guys think? Anyway, carrying on. So the catfisher says, good, I like to get to know you. Candace says, he doesn't go with me anywhere I go. Oh, that's funny that I just read that because I really don't think Don is around too much. So then the catfisher says, why? That's crazy. And Candace says, he doesn't like that kind of thing. He hates Christmas and holidays. The catfisher says, that don't make no sense. I'm sorry he's that way. Sounds like he don't like much of anything. Candace says, he's always been like that. The catfisher says, you got to live. We are only here once. You know what I mean? She said, yes, I do. And the catfisher said, that's what life is about. So then, we missed a part here. Hang on. Just a little part. Hang on just a sec. So Candace says, I just don't cheat. It's not in me. The other person said, that's me too. So Candace says, I just don't like to be cheating. Just don't like to be cheated on when I do everything in the house. So the catfisher says, I agree. Even though she cheated on me, I guess I'm making this up. They're scrolling too fast. So Candace says, I do everything here, including cutting wood for the house and taking care of the animals and the kids. Catfisher says, wow, he really don't know what he's got till it's gone. She said, nope, I'm trying to be gone, but I can't until my babies are back. Then the catfisher says, I understand that. Hopefully your baby will be back soon. Would you mind seeing me on the side until then? Candace says, of course, I would love to meet you. So the guy says, I like that. Our secret. Candace says, yes. How about Gatlinburg? Where'd you go? She says, because she's texting and he's not texting back. So she says, I hope you have a great night. Okay, you left me. Okay, have a good night. So then the catfisher texts back finally and says, sorry, I had to run to my family's house to help them. And yes, Gatlinburg sounds great. Candus says, okay. So the catfisher says, you okay? Candus says, I'm okay. Wish I could see you. Hope you are okay. Hope we can see meet. So the catfisher says, I'm okay. I wish I could see you. Hope your night is going okay. Candace says, I'm crying right now. This is December 1st at 9:33 p.m. Candace says, I'm crying right now. And the catfisher says, why? She said, because I miss my summer. The catfisher said, bless your heart. Are they searching for her? Candace said, only during the day. Catfisher said, just pray God will bring your daughter home. Candace says, I'm talking to our PI right now. Can we FT FaceTime tomorrow? Wow. She said, can we FaceTime tomorrow? He said, yes, we can. Candace said, okay, I don't look good, but like to see you soon in person. I can't tonight. I'm crying and can't stop crying. So the catfisher says, I hope to see you soon. I'm so sorry. Candace said, thank you, handsome. The kid's dad is downstairs being an ass. The catfisher said, that's so sad. He should be up there with you. Candace said, but I can text you. LOL, he's in bed talking to different girls and people. The catfisher said, wow, really? He seems like something else. Well, now you can do the same. Candace said, yep, I guess I'm not the cheating kind. Catfisher said, I understand that. So then Candace says, so you want to go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee and see Christmas lights together? I can drive my mom's truck. It's in my name. The catfisher says, yes, we can do that. I would love that. Candace said, tell me the day and we will go. I would love it too. The catfisher says, I can take off at any time. That's why I love my job. Anything to make you happy as you can be. Candace says, my phone is dying. We can talk tomorrow about it. Sweet dreams, handsome, and hope to meet you soon. I'm going to try to, but I can't wait to meet you soon. Meaning. Um, so Candace says, how chilly is it this morning? This is the next day. The catfisher says, cold. How are you? She said, cold. I am cutting wood so I can get warm because nobody does it but me. What are you doing today? She asked. The catfisher said, wow, that's crazy. I'm getting ready to go to work. I'd be getting his ass up and making him cut wood. Candace said, yeah, right. He's sleeping. Hang on just a sec. I kind of lost my place. Sorry about that. Just a minute. So that's my phone's being weird right now. So, but that's the gist of it. And I find this incredibly sad. That somebody would do this to her. This is obviously a woman. Like, I don't care really what you think about Candace. Um, I am not defending her. Believe that. In fact, I truly believe that she absolutely knows what happened to Summer. But there's a lot of layers to these people. And I think Candace is definitely a woman that's in a domestic violence relationship. We've actually heard Don thump her on the head. So, in no way am I making light that someone did this to Candace. I just think it's completely wrong. But it really does shed light that she is insanely lonely. Um, and for as sad as I think this is, that someone did this to her, it does shed light. It truly does. It's showing what their relationship really is. And what if she really was jealous of Summer getting all Don's attention? Because clearly she gets none. There's no kids there, and he still pays her no attention. And for people that think that this is fake, I do not. I'm going to say that again. I do not think these texts were fake. I think that was Candus, sadly, and I think she's extremely lonely. Um, I don't know that she's going to be making the same mistake again now that these texts are going to be all over YouTube, but it's pretty sad all the way around. I'm going to go ahead and end this live here. If you guys want to go back through and watch the replay and listen to some of the texts, you're welcome to. Um, and I hope you guys have a good night. See you on the next one.